What dirty business tactics should everyone be aware of? There's a little dirty business tactic used by gas stations on propane grill tanks. These things. So, when people run out of gas for their grill, they take their empty tank to a local gas station. The outside of the gas station has a cage full of these tanks. They go inside, let the teller know they want an exchange, they pay, the teller opens the cage, gives the customer a full tank and takes the empty tank. Simple, right? The top of the cage and the propane tanks have the name of the propane gas company, so it makes sense that whoever is taking the empty tanks and putting the full tanks has to be the propane gas company on the label. Well, not always. These local gas stations are owned by individuals even though they have the brand of the gas company like Exxon, Mobil or BP. These owners make extra money from these empty tanks, and here's how they do it. They take the returned empty tanks that have the same label as the propane company on the cage and have them filled for around $8. If the gas station also fills propane, they fill it up themselves and it costs them less. Then they put the tank back in the cage to exchange full-use tanks for $25. If they had it filled for $9, they'll make a profit of $16 on each tank they do that to. The thing is, they can't do that to all of the empty tanks. They only do it to a portion of the tanks because the propane company on the cage will get tipped off. These propane companies are supposed to pick up the empty tank and replace them with full-use tanks. Each empty tank they take out of the cage, they leave one full-use tank. So how do you tell if a gas station is playing this game? First, look at the exchange tank. It should have a cap on it. Second thing to look for are empty tanks outside the cage. Remember, the propane company will take one empty tank and replace it with one full-use tank. They don't leave full tanks out.